Good morning, everyone. So this is Kishoth from Dreamspace Academy, Sri Lanka, and I'm here not to talk about one tool, but I'm going to here to talk about the program that we do in order to build different types of tools. So Projectile, Artificial Intelligence for Sustaining Local Peace Building. The name itself has a story. This is the first tool that we developed in 2019. So this tool is to identify hate speech on social media, and so we developed in 2019, and afterwards, there were so many crises in Sri Lanka, and we were more focused on programs. Because in 2019, when we talk about AI and monitoring hate speech, no one really listened to us. Everyone told that it is not relevant. And so still it is the case somewhere in Sri Lanka as well. So that's why so we started to talk more about AI. So we are a non-profit social enterprise tackling local socio-economic and environmental challenges through challenge-based learning, grassroots innovation, and impact venture building. So, okay. So this is our very ambitious vision to build a self-sustaining, innovative ecosystem in Sri Lanka to cater local international change makers to co-live, co-farm, co-produce, co-innovate, thereby co-creating the next generation of enterprises. So as of now, we are one step forward in our vision. So this is Dreamspace Hive. So our pilot innovation eco-village. So we are in 5 acres of land, creating the dreams of many young people. So let's go directly to the Projectile program. So training of leaders for crafting digital platforms to facilitate peace. So why Projectile? Because as human, we have so many limitations. We often forget. We have threats, and also the conflict because of the development is changing too. So we have to act and adapting the new technologies. And why the project in Sri Lanka? Everyone knows we have less freedom of speech, security, and we need some kind of a protection. So, and how we can do that through technology is something that we envision for Projectile. And what we do, I quickly run through the process. So we have a 5 process. We call it Dreamspace Lifecycle Process. Let me get you through a story of one of the innovation that comes out of it. So the first process is the Changemaker Discovery process. We go and do different types of workshop in the underserved communities, the remote parts of Sri Lanka, and we handpick individual. And this guy, he's Ratis, so we identify him from elephant-human conflict area, and he's very interested about data science. And so then we bring him to our challenge-based learning program. So we have varieties of lab, physical resources, from storytelling to biotechnology. So we have developed a fully-fledged infrastructure, and they have to go through the challenge-based learning process. And then, so these are the training module we customized for this specific Projectile program. So more into, tech programming, coding, data science, AI, ML, and this other stuff. And then, while they were going through this challenge-based learning, they also go to their community at the 3rd stage, where what we call grassroots innovation. They go into the community, they identify different types of problems, the challenges in their community. And they come back. The research will happen 3 times. They come back and we work on, we co-create. Okay, so what is the top priority for them, which is connected as their lifelong interest to solve? So we explore that one. And then, so till this time, it goes almost 10 to 12 months. I forgot to mention that Projectile program is an 18 months long incubator program. And then what happens on the 4th stage is the domain expertise. Though we build the local knowledge base, we also believe in amplifying the knowledge base, giving an international exposure. So we connect with international mentors and companies who can support our change makers. And that's how we connect, and we connected with different Farshad, he's from Germany, so he connected, he's a data scientist, so he supported him to do some data science research and development process. And then what happens afterwards? It's almost a 12 months learning process. And then we call it impact venture building. So all these 12 months learning translated into a impact venture, which means a startup kind of a stuff. So at this impact venture building stage, we connect them with the local stakeholders. We work on, through our business lab, they also work on their business modeling. While they were solving a social challenge, how they can sustain it by doing service providings like income generation. So it's kind of a self-sustaining advocacy platform. So we connected with the different stakeholders. We had a small event. We invited different peace-building organizations in Sri Lanka, development funders, donors, even banks, just in case to provide loans. So like you can figure out who is that. It's our country director, Navas, of Search for Common Ground, sitting over there. So we invited all people to see like how these young people are taking peace building through technology. And this is the platform that he came up with. It's called Visac.lk, Visual Action. It's a reporting platform, to reach out to the government and local stakeholders in a municipal council. We took a very small area. So he developed a mobile application platform to report the grassroots conflicts, because there are so many grassroots conflicts happening, but it is not heard by the government because it is very small and there are so many things to address. So we built this actually we co-built this platform with him, and where he used the AI component is because when we have stress out, we also when we report, it goes as very angry, hatred, and everything carries out to the government entities. And also from my perspective, it is not always right to blame the government to solve or take action. So whenever the users write about their complaints and things, the AI tool in between is translated as a constructive criticism. The message goes as a constructive criticism, as a complaint to the stakeholders, inviting and welcoming to take action. And then now, just to see. And so as soon as we did this, stakeholders meeting and dialogue, he got a support from the SCORE project implemented by the global community, supported by the US side. So he got a seed funding to start his company. So now he is with these 6 team members. Couple of them are data scientists and analysts. So they have started their company and they are working on. And also they are also exploring with the commissioner, the municipal council, how they can support in revenue making, providing some services to the municipal council. So this is our process, and so far we have impacted only 39 people in the 5 years' time. So we are more focusing on the impact. So the number is very small. So these are the current demographic regions that we worked on for our projectile program. So Mullaitivu, where the last 4 ended, and Batikalo, Ampara, Trinco from the east, and Kilnochi and Mullaitivu from the north. And these are some of the other outcomes, like Palmy Green, so which is using bioinformatics to produce alternative materials for styrofoams. And you see the SignPal, so it is an AI tool developed to communicate with persons with communication impairment. So the tool gets the sign language and it turns as a voice, and it absorbs the voice and turns as a sign language. And then we also working on the next level of the hate speech monitoring system, and also we also talk about when we're talking about AI, it's not about peace building or hate speech or addressing violence. It's also about inclusion, and this is one of the program which we did for countering the caste system in Sri Lanka. Because these musical instruments is often seen as a low caste, and through AI it helps to make it to a kind of not as a caste system thing, but everyone can practice this music or art. So we are doing this through that one as well. And so these are the other projects. I'm running out of time, so I'm quickly going through all these AI supported platforms that's built through projectile program. And yeah, so these are our labs, the interdisciplinary labs that we have, some of our infrastructures, because no one believed in us when we were telling, so I'm just showing the pictures that we have the infrastructure. Yeah. So these are the team members who are working with us, and these are our subject mentors, local international mentors. And yeah, so let's hope for a reconciled Sri Lanka. Thank you.